Dear students, in this video lecture, I'm going to explain the next lab cycle program, that is a program to display the ratio of two integer numbers and to handle all possible exceptions that can arise in this program. Okay, so let us see what are the possible exceptions that can arise in this program when we try to divide a number by another number. Okay, so before that, let me include the class section. We have already have created a class file with the name multiple exception, and now I'll import package to read inputs, that is a scanner class package. So import java.lang.scanner. Okay, next I'll begin with the class, and the class name should be same as the file name that I've created. So I'll write multiple exceptions. Okay, next within class I'll create a main section that is public static void main within bracket string args. Okay, next, so now have to read two numbers to find the ratio of two numbers. Okay, so here in the program name they have given you have to read two integer numbers. Okay, hence you have to read two integers. So I'll display a prompt message to the user to enter two numbers by writing system.out.println within double quotes enter two integers. Okay, so here I'm prompting the user to enter two integers. Suppose if the user does not give an integer number, if he tries to give a string, then the program should not accept that string as an integer. It should generate an appropriate error message. So that is nothing but an exception. So that means if the user gives a string, the program should catch that exception. What is that type of exception called as? We call it as number format exception, as we have discussed in the class. So one possible exception that can raise in this program is number format exception. And the other possible exception that can raise in this program is when we try to divide one integer by another integer, if the denominator becomes zero, it is an invalid input. So the denominator should not be zero. Hence, you have to handle that exception also. Okay, I think you got to know the possible types of exception that can rise in this program. One is number format exception, and the other one is arithmetic exception, that is a division by zero error. Now we have to write a program code to catch these multiple exception in one program. Okay, let us see how to handle this. So first I create a scanner object by writing scanner in equals to new scanner within bracket system.in. So I've created a scanner object. Now have to read an integer number. So int. So this, while reading an integer number, an exception could be raised. Okay, so that we have to catch. So I'll to catch an exception manually, I use try catch blocks. So I'll create a try block by writing try, then bracket open. Within this try, I'll write int number one. So how to read the input value for this number? So here I'm using a wrapper class method, integer dot parse int. If you directly use a scanner class method, that is next in method, that is never going to raise an exception. Okay, so even when you enter a string, so if the string is an invalid number, then the system will the Java default exception handler will catch that exception and will raise an exception. But here in the program, you have to catch the exception manually. Hence, I'm using this wrapper class integer dot parse int. Parse here, I'm reading a string and I'll convert that string to an integer. Okay. If this conversion fails, then number format exception will be raised. Next, I'll catch that exception in the catch block. Okay. So I'll write in dot next. So this method, in dot next method, will read an input as a string. Okay. So using parse in method, I'm converting this string to an integer. Okay. And then I'll store this in an integer variable n1. While this, during this conversion process, if the conversion fails, then an exception will be raised and that I have to catch it. Okay. So that I'll create a catch block later. Similarly, I'll read another number and I'll change the variable name to num2. Okay. Now, suppose if the user has given a proper input, that means an integer number, then have to find the ratio, right? So for that, I'll directly print the output by writing system.out.println. Within double quotes, I'll write the ratio of two integer numbers is, okay, plus, what is the ratio? It is n1 divided by n2. Okay. So next. So while performing this division operation, if an exception arises, that we have to catch it. Okay. So now I'll include a catch block for this try block. As we have studied, we know that at least one catch block should follow every try block. Okay. So what is the first type of exception that can raise in this program? Number format exception. So to catch that exception, I create an object of number format exception class by writing number format exception. An object I'm going to create, that is number exception. Okay. So if this exception arises in the program, have to print a message saying that you have to input only the numbers, not the string. Okay. So I prompt the user with the message system.out.println enter only the integers, only integer numbers. Even if any other input apart from integer is entered, the system is going to generate number format exception. Okay. Semicolon, then catch block close. Okay. So we have handled number format exception. Now it is a time to handle arithmetic exception. So that is a division by zero error. So I'll create an object of arithmetic exception class. Okay. Arithmetic exception. And now within the catch block, I'll write system.out.println within double quotes, second number should not be 0. Okay. Should not be 0. Next, I'll close the catch block. See, in this program, we are trying to read two integer numbers. So that reading operation can raise an exception, that is number format exception. We have handled that number format exception manually. And while performing the division operation, that means while calculating the ratio of two integer numbers, so there can raise an exception, and that also been handled here in the catch block. So this is an example program where one catch block is followed by multiple, one try block is followed by multiple catch blocks. Okay. So now I'll close the main method and the class. Since we have used this exception classes, so this should be util package, util.scanner. So since we have used this exception class and we are creating an object of that exception class, these exception classes are the built-in exception classes. Now we have to import a package related to that. So I'll write import java.lang. The root of all exception class is an exception class. So I've imported that package to my current program. And now let us compile the program to check for any syntactic errors. The program is compiled successfully without any errors. So there is no syntax errors. That means the class file has been generated and it is stored. And now when we execute it, the class file will be interpreted by the Java interpreter and the program execution is going to happen. Let us run the program. Okay, so have to give two integer numbers. So to check whether the program, that is the two types of exceptions are handled in the program, let me give the wrong inputs. So I'll give the input as 12, which is a correct integer, and let me enter the second number as ABC, which is a string. So see, when I enter, as soon as I enter the second number, which is not a valid integer, the system is prompting me with the message, enter only the integer numbers. Okay. So that means the exception has been raised and it is caught by the catch block. And now, let me run the program again. Let me check for the second type of exception. Let me give the two numbers, that is 12, and the second number as 0. See, the second number should not be 0 because second number is considered as a denominator. So when a number is divided by 0, its value is not known. It is defined as infinity. Hence, that exception is caught here, and I'm printing a message to the user that the second number should not be 0. So this is how you can write a single program in Java which catches multiple types of exceptions. Okay. That's about this program. Thank you for your listening.